Welcome back to Weekend Express. Many thanks for staying with us. This is almost our last hour of the show. Thank you much, Mr. Mima, for the traffic update and also the news update. We are now on to our Friday chat, and I'm so glad that I've been joined by performing artists in all respect. You know, we have Bahati in the studio. Bahati tena in whichever way. Karibu sana Bahati. You don't have to be so polite, you know.
Karibu mwalimu.
Many thanks, Bahati, for joining us in this Friday chat. And Mr. Seed, who's also here making a big comeback with a new song, Kumbe Kumbe, which we also, we played earlier on and we will play again. Karibu sana, Mr. Seed.
Nashukuru.
And I'm finding myself with one of the best actors I know, and also somebody who we see on TV very often, but today is wearing a different hat, Mr. Ian Mbugua. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
He is today here as a director of PRISC, which is one of the
CMOs.
One of the CMOs, and we will be having this discussion.
Very serious man.
Yes, he's here. He's a very no. Don't worry, he's not going to diss you at all. Today he's just here.
We are friends.
No, but
that should stand out.
No, but you are not friends.
No, we are.
He was there. You were here. I didn't see you shake hands.
No.
Where?
Is it not chini ya maji? Chini ya maji.
Ilikuwa chini ya maji. Yeah. Remember, you can be able to tweet us and tweet me at Thiambo so that we can be able to go on this conversation. In fact, we began this, and what is the basis of our discussion today? It is because a lot has been going on about music and royalties and money. And how they're not getting it. Everybody's crying out there, and especially you musicians, you talk, but we do not see action on your side. In fact, when I was just speaking with him, he said, actually, he began by showing me that they have sessions that are currently running, that they're teaching you guys about your rights. Bahati, do you know about that?
Tana, haki yangu naijua.
Tuambie haki yako ni gani, especially ni CMO. Sasa tutaenda kwa muziki yako, si tumekataa, tunajua unapenda sana tukicheza muziki, especially na Mr. Sid. But before that, tunataka kujua kama as a musician, do you really know your right with regards to how you need to get royalties?
Yeah, I think I'm learning day by day. Unajua bado mimi ni fresh. It is my 4th year. And you know, every day I learn a new thing every day. And siwezi sema sina complain, but pia siwezi sema sija benefit, but siwezi sema pia nime benefit vile na
No, Bahati, ume benefit. You're among the people who's always being mentioned as the highest earning artist. Yes. Sasa, you need to clarify for people how come that you, for example, got into a good contract where you're actually able to get. In fact, uliandikwa the other time ilikuwa newest millionaire.
Kevin Bad.
Yes.
No, these people bana. Mbona Steven.
Sema.
Steven. Inakuanga gani?
Sema. You know, because it's important. Others would like to know how they also would be able to benefit from these laws that are there. And very soon I'll be coming back to him. But I must put you on the spot for musicians.
You know, there are different platforms.
Yes.
Kuna CMOs na kuna hizi zingine.
PRSPs.
Yes.
And I think as the conversation goes, I'll get to understand where do you want answers from.
Where do you want answers from? Really pretty well. But now I must now bring in Mr. Ian, who today, please, for everybody who's tweeting us and talking to us and texting us, he is here today as a director of PRISC.
PRISC, yes.
So set the stage for us.
Now, in Kenya, we've got mainly 3 CMOs which deal with the musicians. There is MCSK, which deals with copyright, and then there's CAMP, Kenya Association of Music Producers, which collects royalties for producers, and then PRISC, Performers Rights Society of Kenya, which deals with performers. All these are licensed by KEKOBO, Kenya Copyright Board.
Yes.
And KEKOBO has realized that people do not know their rights, collective management rights. And the current rights did not deal with everything. So there is a bill that is going to be presented to Parliament very soon. And this bill is now under discussion with the stakeholders, the musicians. There are sessions going on. There are 2 experts of IP, intellectual property, from the UK. And they've come to see the rewritten regulations. And they're holding sessions. We've already had sessions here. And then there's going to be, the Eldoret has been done as well. Then there's Mombasa, Kisumu, and Isiolo. And people should come. Musicians are required, not musicians, performers,
Yes,
sorry, because it's both actors and musicians. They need to come for this session so that they understand what their rights are and they understand the role of the CMOs. Because they don't know the roles. All they know is that they're not getting money. That's all they know.
In fact, I was laughing right there when we were just discussing when he had just come in. And really interesting because Mr. Sid, you have gone underground at some point. I hear you had taken a personal hiatus from performance and now you've just come back and he's recording you. That's why you have a collabo. Did you know about any of these things that he's saying as a musician who has come back? And have you attended the one that was in Nairobi? Because it was actually the other day, 21st.
Yes, at museum.
Yes, at the museum.
I can't lie, I didn't attend because first I went on a break. I wanted to learn about the music and about the industry itself because there are so many things that sikuwa nimelearn. That's why I went on a break. So sahi, I'm back. Bado na learn like hizo CMOs. Kuna complaints mob sana. I was there before and I had complaints. Nili benefit the same vile Bahati amesema. But then again, I don't know much about CMOs, but nimekuwa nikipata texts. Kuna meeting some hata leo nimepata text from Prisk. Yeah, so pole tu.
Bahati as somebody who's been there for 4 years and somebody who has also benefited. Ulienda hii meeting ya Liki yenye ilikuwa huko on 21st. Did you attend this?
You know, for me,
or did you know?
Sijui kwanza naweza taka mnamwitanga babaye atuambie. You know, mi nimejaribu sana. I've really tried, like, you know, when I'm feeding Kenyans with the music, you know. Like for the last 4 years, I've tried so much to be consistent. And like for the last 2 years, you know, nimekuwa nikiretiwa kama one of the top.
Yes.
Kabla niendelee kuongea, I don't know what happened. Why is sahi tena sinyi mnatulipa, sijui pesa inatoka sijui place gani? Why is the confusion?
The confusion is there because people do not know their rights. And there have been far too many court cases. When it has been decided that the monies will be collected by the CMOs, somebody goes to court and it is stopped. I'll take the Skiza one. That is right now in court. So we can no longer collect until that case is heard.
Because let me
say, and sadly, in my opinion, even the judges are not very well conversant with intellectual property. And that is where it comes in.
That is at investigation,
like
Ian,
right now,
and that is good. What part do you want him to clarify? Because it's also about you artists.
Currently,
yes.
Let me tell you, currently, you know, gazeti inatokeanga na nemiwa kama one of the top, you know. And mi si mtu wa sijajibrand mtu wa kelele kuchukuanga zile nini kuenda kwa streets. Yeah, because no, let me tell you something. The reason I don't go to the street is because I'm from the ghetto. I represent the Eastlands. You understand? I inspire so many kids kutoka mashinani. When you understand, sijalipwa. Unaelewa? But ukweli, I have a name and hizo saa vile napatanga kwa gazeti, lakini what inaandikwa hapo si what niko nayo.
Now I want you to confirm.
That is not the truth.
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Like a week ago, I was so frustrated.
Okay.
Currently, I believe and I trust my fans. Mani kama kuna mtu akona one of the most loyal fans, naweza sema Mungu amenipea.
They already love you, Bahati.
You understand? And they are so active, especially on Skiza.
Yes.
I've been one of the top and most downloaded artists in Kenya right now on Skiza.
Okay.
But currently, mi sijai benefit. Life yangu ijai change juu ya Skiza. Can I tell you the truth? Nilikuwa nimefika place last week. Last week. And my thoughts zilikuwa hivi. I wanted my music itolewe sikiza nisiwe jisikia tu.
So,
You understand?
so what we have been writing, Bahati, what you're saying is that we have said you're a top person, but you have not seen that kind of money. But who are you in contract with?
Because
you guys are in contract with someone.
all the more
let me
reason
tell
why
you,
you
do you
need
know
to
why,
attend these
do
sessions.
you know why? Yeah, let me tell you why. Because me, Malia, the first time I enjoyed the music, the first time I enjoyed the money was when mulikuwa mnanilipa. Ever
when
since
Priest
the money
pays.
now,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
when the CMOs had the money.
Okay. Now they don't have it.
At least hapo sasa ndio actually hapo ndio siku ya kwanza nishaipata nilipigiwa na Priest, na Priest. I remember RK. Yeah, RK was before he traveled kwenda Disney. And then all of a sudden right now, actually mi hata siambiangi watu weka sikiza tune yangu because everyone has the skiza, but mi sipati any amount. And I actually asked Safaricom, do you know, nafanya mbona ni waka?
It's not even
Safaricom actually.
It is the PRSPs.
Yes.
These are the middlemen who are making a lot of money out of your work.
But sasa ndaenda nichukue wapi RSPs?
Now, no. What you need to do is you need to attend these sessions. You need to attend these forums.
Yes.
So that you understand what your rights are.
Because right now, let me tell you something. I may
Sorry,
know my
let me
rights,
ask you a question.
but mimi sasa niko frustrated.
Did you sign up with any PRSP with your music?
Okay,
Yeah.
who do you have a contract with?
That you have a right to go and cancel that agreement.
Yes.
You have a right to do that.
Hivi ofisi kwanza Safaricom wamepea watu.
It is not Safaricom.
No, by the way, let's clarify. By the way, Bahati, it is not Safaricom at all.
I know what you're
It is
talking
me
about.
as a PRSP.
Let me tell you.
I come and take your music
Hold
and
on,
I take it to
so that we hear this.
Safaricom.
Yeah, unaona hao watu wenye Safaricom wanapea hiyo nini? Hiyo license. Wengine hata hawana ofisi. Mimi kama mwenye nimesaini naye anaambishanga ofisi kila siku.
It is not Safaricom.
siku.
Listen, it's not Safaricom who gives these licenses. They are given by CCK.
CCK.
What is CCK?
No, you
Which
see,
one
this
is
is exactly what we were saying, that you artists do not know your rights.
You need to attend all these sessions so that you know who CCK is,
Yes, who the CMOs are,
who CMOs
and
are,
your middlemen.
who PRSPs are, and what Kekobo does. You see, and
But now I think
listen,
Okay,
my people suffer because of lack of what? Knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, yes.
Yes, and that is where you are. You do not have the knowledge. That is why you are
hiyo
suffering.
knowledge nadhani niko nayo sana.
No, you
Lakini-
do not.
Okay, hold on.
You
Hold
don't
the
know
thought
your
right there.
rights.
This is getting
Let me
hot.
tell you,
Gentlemen, hold the
because-
thought right there. We are not making you, we are not saying you're very,
Because sasa
we're not making you
mkiambia kila
Bahati,
artist-
ngoja. We want to clarify this. If you're watching us at home or you are able to tweet us or you're actually a musician and you're confused about whether there is a CMO and you're confused about the people that you have a contract with, we are having this discussion continuously so that we can clarify where the problem is. As Ian is saying, as a director of Priest, it means like even right now, and in fact we were even told by the Kenya Copyright Board that they are holding these sessions for your sake, so that you get to know that it is not somebody's problem. I'm giving you that chance,
You know
Bahati.
the sessions ziko, sikatai. Let me tell you. But nikuulize, unataka kusema hao watu wa sessions hawajasikia kile ya Eunice Njeri vile Eunice Njeri amekuwa one of the most, yani I'll get millions, but life yake haijachangiwa na hizo millions. You understand? Kuna so many, yani watu ni countless. Hao watu kuja kwa hizi sessions. Tumefanya sessions, tukafanya, yani tumefanya
This one
forums.
is different. Let me tell you what this one is. We have 2 IP, intellectual property experts from the UK. One is from the UK and one is France. And they have been looking at their laws regarding CMOs. And they've got laws that have been in place for a long time. Now, they have come to see our new laws and explain them to us how we will benefit, because there was no need to reinvent the wheel. So we've taken some of the things that they have recommended and we are now going to use them here as law. So they are not coming to talk about the current situation. They're coming to tell you this is how it should be. And if you agree, then it'll go through Parliament and go as a law. But if you don't attend the sessions, you will still stay.
Baba, I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. It's not that at 20 sessions, at hatuna hiyo info. But right now, I'm talking on behalf of the Kenyan musicians.
I know.
Wengi wao tuko frustrated to a point that hata to need sessions.
Okay.
Sababu sessions tumeenda countless. Countless. Yani zile
You
sessions
cannot, no,
tumefanya
you know,
the
Bahati,
MCSK,
here's the thing. I'm hearing you, but there is no way you can be saying you're tired of the sessions, especially when different people want to come and educate you about your rights. This bill is going to go into parliament. It's going to be passed. When it is passed, it's going to take...
It will be too late.
Yeah, it will
Once
be
it's
too late
passed,
for you.
it's
You
too
have
late
to
to
participate
change it.
now.
Yeah,
It's changed it,
I have a
yes.
question.
Ask.
Forums tumefanya, hizo vitu zote tumefanya. Sawa, but my question is, are you trying to say that killer, because every artist is complaining?
complaining.
Sawa.
Mr.
So
Sid, Bahati, Ian.
are you guys
Actually,
trying to
Now listen.
that kuna maartist wote wajui ni
I
rights
think
zao?
we need,
now let's
we don't
hold
need
that.
a, we need a solution.
Let's hold that thought, and you can be able to treat us. Now we want to go live into Pan-Afric Hotel, where a Center for Democracy is having a press conference live. Mr. Omingo Magara was speaking a lot earlier. We will be back on this discussion. Let us see what is happening at the Pan-Afric right about this minute. We can cross over there to see what it is that they're discussing about voter registration and the bribery that is there. So we will come right back.
As an election malpractice in Kenya. Here it is. It was also there before. Yes, but now you see it here. Let me start with some words about Konrad Adenauer Foundation. We are a German political foundation, and we carry the name of Mr. Konrad Adenauer. He was the first Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, of Western Germany, after the Second World War. And if you understand what Mr. Adenauer stood for, then you might also understand what we as the Konrad Adenauer Foundation stand for. So he was a Christian Democrat. He was pursuing a center-right politics, in contrast to Eastern Germany, which was then communist-ruled. He's also considered the founding father of a concept like social market economy, which is still important in Germany, and also one of the founders of the Christian Democrat Party in Germany, CDU, which is a party of Chancellor Merkel right now, so still a relevant party. And we, CAS, are close to CDU, the Christian Democrat Party in Germany. We work for democracy and rule of law with a focus on Germany. So I think about 70% of our budget is spent in Germany. And that is why we do it, because I think we learned from our history that work for democracy, on the foundations of democracy, needs to be done every day, no matter where you live and how rich you are. But we're living in a globalized world, and that's why we are having partners all over the world, which might have similar values, ones I stated before, and which would partner with us in our work for democracy and rule of law. And we do this in about 70 countries in the world. And yes, we're working with local partners like CMD today in Kenya. Today we want to launch the study on voter bribery. And first of all, I would like to thank our partner CMD for the really good cooperation. I learned a lot from you during the last weeks, and yes, I think we can do that again. Thanks a lot. And also I would like to thank Susan Moriungi, she's just over there, our project coordinator who did most of the work for the study, so maybe we could clap again for Susan and CMD. Because it's always easy to stand here in the end and do a speech to present a study, but there's always lots of people behind that do much more work on the study than I normally do. In this study, I will show it again, and you will all have it in the end of the day.
All right, that was live from the Pan-Afric Hotel, where the Center for Multi-Party Democracy are releasing a poll on bribery. So thank you so much for still staying with us. Earlier on, before that, we were still having a discussion, and Bahati was in a very heated discussion here off air. This is what he was saying. He's still saying that he's in a contract that he doesn't know when it is expiring. Like all other artists, even you are in a contract that you do not know.
Yes. And you're just one of the many artists who went into agreements, contracts with PRSPs without realizing what they were doing. And the PRSPs are the ones that are going to milk you and will continue milking you.
Because, you know, let me
until
tell
you know your rights.
Let me tell you something. You know, we are creative.
Yes.
You understand? And I believe creative mind si need kuchukua vile nimesema placards niende nikiinua. You understand?
It's not necessary.
There's kuna image fulani you inspire some people even when hawajui kuna kuangana contract fulani. You understand?
Yes.
So for mimi kama mimi nikisainiwa, wacha niongee kujuzu.
Yes, actually talk about
mimi
yourself.
nilisainiwa nikitoa mama in 2013.
Yes.
Nikiwa Madhare kwa Slum. Wimbo imehit, nimeletwa contract. Mimi nimeambiwa tu ndapeangwa pesa na mtu hata sijui ofisi yake. Si ni kweli? Then I got Then I got to know the office. Si ni kweli? As time goes, you understand? But sasa unapata hizi nini uko na si ati we don't read the contracts. Of course we have lawyers with time. Of course nikianza sikuwa na lawyers. Hizi sema ati niko Madhare nitatafuta lawyer ama ndakula. Sidanganyane.
Yeah, which is also true and we understand.
Lawyer hata 5,000 at that time. Na nilikuwa kwanza nivae kiatu ndio nikienda interview waone ni msanii.
Quite nice.
You understand?
Yes.
But nadhani hata kama mnasema hivyo, the only people that can help us, the only people, because they have direct nini now, they give them money every quarterly ama every monthly. You understand? Again, me bado na feel Safcom can do something because let me tell you something. Nilikuwa naambia Ian, the only time I got the money, the only time nimepata good money like the last season ya 2 years ni when they were collecting the royalties. You understand? At least hata nimekuwa hata mkinotice nimekuwa mweupe nywele mwangalie ni poa. Nimebaika chain.
Bahati, it is a good thing. It's a good thing that you're admitting that as performers, there's a place where you are failing. Unasikia? No, I know unaumia.
Yes.
And we even surprised hujaimba wimbo yenye unalia, you know.
Niliacha kulia namba hiyo wananirudisha hapo. Wananirudisha hapo.
Very soon utarudi tu
We
hapo.
are very surprised. Yes, very soon you're going to go back and start crying. But here's what I want Ian to clarify for you. And I also want you to not hold Safaricom responsible because they only offered a platform where you guys can be able to reap the benefits of your art.
I know they offered.
Yes, they offered a platform which is here.
Wacha nini niwaambie, unajua huko hapa kwa TV they offered but hao ndio wanalipa hawa.
Hao ndio wanalipwa.
They can neither
Because according to the law, they can only deal with either CMOs or
hapo ndio unaitanga rais.
Hapana.
They can't deal with you directly.
Hapo ndio unaanza sasa kuita president.
But let me ask,
Yes,
why is it that wapeane
at least to protect,
license?
they can protect.
You see,
I know Safaricom inapenda
watu
mali.
wenye
Hold on.
they hawana ofisi anywhere. You understand?
It does not
It's
matter.
not about a physical
as
office,
long
yes.
as these PRSPs have been licensed by CCK and they go and show their license to Safaricom, Safaricom it can't do anything. They have to pay them.
Whoever is giving hizo license wanafaa kufanya investigation kwa ule mtu mwenye anapatia license.
If you look at the website of CCK, it will tell you if you want to apply for a license as a PRSP, these are the things you need to do, which are very simple. If you're supposed to have an office, you can at that point you can have an office. And then as soon as you're licensed, your office is gone. And that is exactly what has been happening. We've got briefcase PRSPs who are getting a lot of money from Safaricom and giving you, the artist, very little.
And that is why, Bahati, let me just ensure, because we need to inform you of what is going to happen. Now, the past has gone, and we cannot keep repeating and crying as artists now.
Lakini present pia.
It is good. I want you to know.
Still people are complaining.
Yes, and they will continue complaining.
They will continue complaining as long as they don't know their rights.
Yes. And this is why I want you to go. No, listen, Bahati. This is why I want you to go. Like now in Kisumu on 28th at the Jumuiya Hotel, people in Kisumu, performers in Kisumu, can actually go there and learn how this is going to, you know, to interfere with their rights or not.
How the CMOs will be regulated by this new law, by Kekobo.
Yes. And you need to be, Google is your friend, my friends. You can get all these.
You are my friend,
go to Kisumu, go to
I wish mungekuwa kwa nini ya mati.
No, I know you and your WhatsApp group, but we need you to participate more actively. No, you're right.
We are. Let me, Oh, yeah.
Usilie na usianze hiyo wimbo mpya.
Jiji. Wewe mimi sijaiongelelea hii maneno. Sijaiongelelea hii maneno kabisa.
Talk about it now so that people know what the truth is.
Let me tell you. Unataka kuniambia mimi niko na example moja. My sister Eunice Njeri.
Yes.
And that's a lot of money example. And she has complained for the last 6 months. Unataka kuniambia no na amesikia hiyo. Bora mnataka kukue. Mnataka kutufurahisha.
People have heard that. But she had a contract.
Yes.
And a contract is binding.
Yes, it's a binding document.
If she signed it without knowing what was going on, which she did because she was really desperate at that time. So she needs to go back and look at that contract and find a way of rectifying it.
Kesi ya Eunice, hata si the contract.
That's just one.
Hii contract hata tukipata, tukiget the right way. You understand? And tukiagree na hawa say, bado unaona ile kitu mmeagree. They don't do
make
that.
Agreements that are on air.
Our focus, of course, is not the money. Of course, we're in the ministry.
Yes.
But the pia will ya God is not that we change lives. Lives zetu zikiwa the same.
True.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Our progress, our success, ndio ita inspire the society.
It's pretty
again.
Yes.
Najua na hii Kenya, wacha nikwambie, na mtaanza kuchukua music seriously.
That's
because
why we are
guys, like let me tell you something. Unaona watu wanawakada. I know different people, even from kina Daddy Owen,
yes.
people like Sauti Sol. We are really trying to make Kenya proud.
Yes.
Hata nje. But our lives zenyewe yani hata hapo ndio naimbianga my friend President Uhuru Kenyatta.
So you're writing another letter.
Please idea. I know. Last time hatukuongea maneno. Sipendi kupata na mtu mara ya kwanza na tuanze complain. But hapo ndio nakuambia sasa come through. Because si tunachangia sana. Hata ukue kwa hiyo ofisi, ukue State House, lazima kuna music which kwa background.
Of course.
Yes. You understand?
Of course.
So wacha to protect artists wetu.
In fact, most of it is actually the government is taking you very seriously.
Na mwache kuambia artists ati hawana knowledge. Artists tumesoma.
Okay, na contract yako bilo
Jiji.
Si ni wewe mwenyewe ndio umesema hata contract yako ilikuwa ime-expire but bado you are doing it.
Nameless amesoma hadi
yote, we know that, but we want you to be more work with what these contracts are saying, yes. So that we don't keep repeating this kind of things.
And you need to
as
know
we move forward.
what the CMOs, what their regulations are, how the CMOs should treat you, how they should pay you. You need to know that. That is your right. And that is why these sessions are being held.
Leo ni vile sitaki kutaja watu, lakini mimi najua watu wawili wanaweza tusaidia. Bi bado kama msanii vile naifikiria,
yes.
Na najua wakikamini watatusaidia. First, my good friend President Uhuru Kenyatta. And secondly,
yes.
I know Safcom can do something.
So you
watu wachana na hii knowledge tuambiwa hiyo tujajua bado. Tutakuja hapo na tupige selfies na Snapchat. Tunajua sisi tunakuanga.
All right.
You know what, Bahati? That's just a small part of it. Do you realize that CMOs collect money from anyone who's playing music?
Akina vile mlikuwa mnatupea dopo. Hata juzi karibu ni
court cases. We were paying Skiza.
But then nilikuwa naingia hapo mali falso alisema millionaires.
But because of the court cases, we can't.
Okay, gentlemen, this conversation will continue. By the way, we can confirm to you that we'll be continuing this discussion throughout the weeks because we really want you people to learn it. We know one session is not enough. However, I will side with Ian on the matter of you guys going to attend so that you know about all your rights. However, I know kuna Kisumu, kuna Isiolo, kuna all those things. Sikia.
Now, Kisumu, Mombasa, Isiolo.
Yes.
Those are the 3 remaining forums.
Yeah, all there. As we wind up, Bahati, what is this new song that you're having? Very quickly in 1 minute so that at least people don't think we came... because I know we were roasting you. The roast of Bahati today.
Aki wimbo vile Kenyans wame-support. Alafu ati tena wanione life yangu ijachange. Nywele wanafaone hata nimepata pesa ni die.
Hold it.
Die.
Mr. Bima is right here with the latest the feedback and the latest traffic updates as well. And she's laughing about how Bahati wants to be lighter and all
Bahati,
that.
I'll say this.
Nyaje like kwa smart.
Asante sana.
Good morning.
This issue, it cannot be resolved here. But I think it's great that you're having this conversation because there are so many people who might not have understood the intricacies of what is being discussed, and I'm certain that we'll be continuing this conversation either over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, because like Bahati said, tunataka dai nywele,
At least, alafu sasa at least hai.
Akwe brown.
Nipate niongeze prayer partners.
Yes.
No, but uko na prayer partner. Bahati, you're going to discuss that story by the way about your prayer partner.
Unaona?
She has a prayer partner, but you
unaona upia maombi huko mnakunywa chai. Unafanya nini?
Oh my God. Mr. Mima, do you have any updates on the roads and any feedback from our people? Because, I mean, we must thank everybody so much for sticking with us here from 6 a.m. Vile tulirauka, mpaka saa hii, mpaka Bahati bado anazusha. Ian for coming and not firing anybody today or telling them off. Like, it's really absolutely fantastic. Do we have anything?
Ian, but you're
No, I
supporting
think
the musicians.
really it's been a great show, you know, some valid points being raised, and thank you so much for waking up with us as always. This is your Weekend Express. So that is it from me, Tamima Ibrahim.
I'm Adhiambo Odera. This conversation will continue on Twitter, on Facebook, at Adhiambo. Remember, it's at KTN News. We will do this again tomorrow on the New Look Weekend Express. Thank you. That was our show.